How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the TheBlueShifting, and welcome to what I believe, unless something really throws me a curveball here, we're at the finale. I'm kind of shocked that we're here, actually. I also do need to know, I want to let you know at the beginning, before we get this kicked off, I'm trying to debate personally what I want to do. Normally, I come to finales with a pretty solid idea of what I'm going to do next, but honestly, I think I'm going to need a week to really, process this, because whether this is a finale or it's a second part away, I think it's all going to be one. But if this is the finale, I'm probably going to do a wrap party where I'll probably talk about my impressions of the game as a whole, and then formally announce what the next series of we're going to be covering on the Thursday slot's going to be. But here's the thing. Along with Trails in the Sky, I've fallen in love with another series of games that I also want to play, and that's the Yakuza series. I played Yakuza 0, and it was amazing. But I've also played this, and I've fallen in love with it. And both series have a lot of good games that I want to play. So the question becomes, do I lock myself into Trails in the Sky at least for a little while? Because I know that there's a part 2, which is Trails SC. I don't know what SC stands for. I really try to avoid spoilers, so I have no idea what it is. And then there's Trails in the Sky the third. So, do I go 1, 2, 3? And then maybe take a break there and do something else before I go back into the Trails series? Or do I bounce back and forth between them and next start Kiwami and then go to SC and then do Kiwami 2 and then do Trails in the Sky 3, the third? I'm trying to debate that. So if you have any thoughts on that, personal preferences maybe, just let me know. At this point, I could use any input because I'm on the fence, and any solid arguments could probably tip me one way or the other. I'll make a choice by next week, but let's not focus on that. Well, let's focus on the wrap. So we had the big boom, craziness. We had the big insanity of the fight and the spire and the ground. The fight was fantastic. It was nail biting. I had to use several of my bigger items. The strategies involved were pretty intensive, but we prevailed. We even got a cool finisher, which apparently it only triggers if you're a high enough rank in the braces. So if you do enough side quests. Otherwise, I guess Cassius just comes in and defeats it for you. But instead, we got to do the final blow with all our CP charged, which is apparently, I think that's awesome. I'm kind of sad that you have to qualify for that, but it also, I don't know if it was that difficult to qualify for, as long as you were invested in the side stories. So all in all, a really successful run, I think. I'm very excited. So without further ado, let's jump into it. I'm just going to run around. I'm going to be talking to people. I doubt I'm going to cut a whole lot out unless I'm doing a lot of backtracking, because I'm going to just talk to everybody, because we've been following some side characters the whole way. Sometimes I've showcased them. Most of the time I haven't, just because episodes would be freakishly long. But today, it's all about catching up with people. So we're going to be talking to pretty much everybody and just traveling the whole city of Gransel, and then ending it behind a certain place. I'm guessing kind of behind or near the... Oh, maybe in the garden spot where they had their little talk at night. But if it wasn't there, then it mentioned something behind shops. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, it probably was in that garden behind the shops, because it's that plaza. Okay, so we'll go there last. Anyway, let's go! So, Her Majesty's illness was all some kind of lie. Dubious though it may be, I'm just thankful to hear she's alright. I was quite worried about her. And me too. Princess is so very, very pretty. When I saw her, I was aww. Everything got all crazy there for a while, but in the end, I got to see my grandkid and Her Majesty. Thank the goddess. Yeah, considering what's been happening, it's amazing anybody made it. I can't believe something like that happened while I was standing right there. But I mustn't let myself get so easily bothered. The climax of our trip is just around the corner. Is this the guy who's gonna propose? I was gonna propose to my girlfriend out in front of the castle gates, when suddenly the gates opened up and a bunch of royal guards and embracers flew past us. I thought they'd come to stop me from proposing or something. Yeah, silly, I know. I lost my nerves, though, and still haven't said anything to her. Aw, that's actually really sad, but she seems to kind of know. Because she's like, that was so crazy, but then she's like, but that's, the highlight's still coming. I think she's probably caught on, and she's just kind of been waiting for it. Which is very cute. I like that. It's also very true to form. Maybe I'll head to town. That'll be pretty wild right now. Yeah, I bet. It's probably hopping. We avoided a near critical disaster. Okay, I can rotate the screen again. Good. I put my wallet in my belt so it wouldn't get stolen. But now I can't find it. Where'd it go? Aw. I wonder if I can find that. Daddy, I want a drink. I heard the Bracers who won the tournament were the same ones that stopped the coup. How amazing is that? What's also amazing is apparently you watched the tournament and don't recognize us. But you know what? That's okay. Yeah, I was right at the corner. I saw a girl who looked just like Princess Claudia. I wonder if it really was her. Oh, come on now. The princess was only just standing on the castle terrace. How could anyone have changed clothes and gotten all the way here in such a short time? Oh, you'd be surprised. Good point. I withdrew my observation. Still, you don't see too many students in their uniforms away from the school. Yeah. Colonel Richard was behind the coup. I still can't believe it. Hell, I don't want to believe it. I respect that man. Yeah, that actually is going to be the hardest part, is a lot of people are just going to like him anyway. It's funny how a prominent political popular figure can essentially attempt to overthrow a government, or at least, you know, encourage it, and see almost no repercussions because he's just so liked. So, where am I? Without a map, I'm hopelessly lost. Any lights back, even back home? I just don't think. I mean, they didn't do anything. They're probably just trying to protect Her Majesty. Seriously, they're model soldiers. How could anyone but have anything but respect for them? Yeah, there's good. Like, this is why Cassius needs to be in the military. Messages don't get off at the Queen's birthday celebration. Sarah's industry sucks. Amen, brother. Amen. It sucks. My husband has a lot of energy. Jeez. Ha! Roll call, everyone! How many times are you gonna take roll call, Dad? How many more times until you're satisfied? He's just walking around with his wife and daughter just taking roll call. I'm gonna hit the town myself after I watch this finish. This guy's chipper. Since I've come all this way, might as well take a tour, no? Alright. Oh. Where are we? We're still in North Granslow. Okay. Are we really staying here? It's quite an impressive building. This is our daughter's present to us for our anniversary, a trip to the royal capital. During the birthday celebration, no less. Best present ever. I've always wanted to visit the capital at least once before I bite the big one. Yeah, that's a hotel. I don't think I'm gonna go to many interiors, like unless I feel like there's a good chance there's something interesting gonna be happening inside it. I lost. Colonel Richard staging a coup d'etat. He looked so worried about the kingdom when I saw him before outside the castle. Was it all an act? Can't believe it got the wool pulled over our eyes so badly. That's the thing, he did it because he was worried, but, you know, not a good excuse. Where's the ice cream shop I've been hearing so much about? That ice cream came in clutch, actually. I'm glad I had that on me. I'm so hungry. I came all this way, so why not eat somewhere nice, perhaps a place like this? The all looks so mouthwatering, though I can't decide. Anybody in here of interest? Oh, yeah. Hey, guys. The martial arts tournament. Could have been a good opportunity to hone my skills. And if Zen the Immovable made an appearance there. Why don't you try and get in next year, Agat? Maybe. That might be nice, but it's become such a circus. I don't like doing tricks for a crowd. Well, whatever floats your boat. Hey, you two. Zen? So, what's your next move? Back to the Republic? I'm in no rush. Doesn't seem to be in crisis in the Republic so bad I absolutely have to be there for it. Besides, this country's full of fine opponents from your Bracers Guild. As long as I'm here, I wouldn't mind. It would be a waste leaving without testing my mettle a bit more. Fine opponents? Who do you have in mind? For starters, you got Agat, the so-called Heavy Blade, not to mention your Silver Streak, Scheherazade. And who could forget? The champions of this year's martial arts competition, perhaps the strongest of them all. Aw, Zin, that's so sweet. But don't think it'll mean I'll go easy on you. And don't hold back on us. It's on, man. She doesn't speak for both of us, but feel free to hold back if you'd like. In fact, I even prefer it. He's like, please don't kill us. I'd never have guessed Colonel Richard's plan of coup d'etat. Everything he said in the magazine interview, such propaganda, it's all lies. I'm utterly shocked. Bouillabaisse now. Seeing the Queen healthy was a real comfort. All that suspicion from the Royal Guardsmen was unfounded. It's all that's been happening lately, but things are finally starting to get back to normal. I don't know that counts. You did a remarkable job. Based on your performance, I'd say you two already find full-fledged Bracers. Never forget, they're only the first steps to your career. Thank you, sir. So, Kurt, are you feeling any better? I'm fine, just fine. Just remember how about everything except the identity of the bee who erased my memories. That's the only missing piece. Welcome back, brave heroes. Can't. You guys are amazing. Better than any other junior bracer I've met, that's for darn sure. Yay, us! We couldn't have done it without everyone's help, though. I mean, my dad ended up saving my butt in there, but I'm not exactly sole heroine material. You guys are something else. Guess that makes us partners. Here's to us. I like that. Good old bracers, having fun. Now, there's one place we have to visit. Oh, go first. I'm glad today's the Queen's face again. Who in the right mind would want to overthrow a ruler like Queen Alicia? I know, right? Too busy here, no busier than the East Block, I bet. I got lost, so I'm gonna ask for directions at the Bracers Guild. Good place to do that. Oh. What story is this? I have to go in here. We gotta talk to all the fishers. The best fishing gear, which represents engineering efficiency and elegance. The sort of gear I'd want to own, even I never fished at all. It's just for sheer beauty. Yesterday, I met a rather charming woman. We happily introduced her to our growing society. I swear, I've seen a newbie. Wait. Was he gonna call it a cult? No, I thought he was gonna say culture, but no, like he's implying that fishing is a cult. Oh gosh, is that gonna be like a plot point someday? That'd be crazy. I swear, I've never seen a newbie handle a fishing pole quite so well before. World is good. Oh, this is the mayor class. The world is going by too fast for me nowadays. I just want to slow it all down and fish at Valerie shore. I don't blame you, man. A martial arts competition, the Queen's birthday celebration, all well and good. But there are lots of us who'd rather be out there fishing right now. Yeah. Well, Lloyd, I'll never forgive Colonel Richard. He grounded our airship, stole our fishing from us. And there was also the coup d'etat. Yeah, okay, Mr. Colts. Maybe we should keep an eye on the Fishermen's Guild. They are getting a little rambunctious. Our Colonel Richard was put under arrest. He never struck me as a kind of a person. What, to get arrested? Anybody can get arrested. Hey, Maybell! I was planning going home early, but I guess that didn't happen. Well, you had a lot to discuss, I'm sure. Indeed, Headmaster Collins has actually suggested we start a committee for royal ascendancy. There were a lot of mess with that coup, and the damage to our public image is quite big. We're going to have to start working more in concert with other countries. It sounds to me like you're in for some busy times. All the more reason to kick back and relax tonight, no? I believe I'll walk to the cathedral for some prayers in order. Actually, come to think of it, the first time I met you was on that day you were skipping church. All the more reason to go now. Though I'm sure Odios can forgive me for a little infraction like that, right? I like Mayor Maybell. She's a contender for favorite character, actually. Which is amazing because she has left such a powerful impression. If she were somehow a playable character or like a party member, I imagine she could have taken the top spot. With conferences day in and day out, I imagine Her Majesty Highness has been a very busy woman. If Her Highness really wants to relax, she needs to get as far away as she can. Hope Abose is quite nice this time of year. Princess Claudia is so kind and so pretty too. She makes my heart race. I bet. You'd better watch out, my friend here is crazy about girls. He sees a beautiful girl, he's got a 95% chance of falling in love at first sight. Hey, it's Troy. Festivals are so much fun. Yes, they are. Good to see that our orphans are doing well. My deliveries aren't getting out because the airships are all grounded and everything's backed up. I did everything I could. I hate that I have no control over this whatsoever. Future Amazon owner, that's Bezos right there. After all the trouble, it's good to have some peace and quiet for a change. I'm excited. I'm expecting the Queen to keep on as she was. That sort of thing should get her down. Well, she probably will abdicate soon. She did sound like she was really, genuinely thinking it was the right idea. It took so much time getting here with all the airships grounded. Yeah, only an event as big as the big birthday celebration could bring in crowds like this. Demanding to make some sales. Oh yes, of course. Alright. Let's go wander around the West Block. I like to feel the air here. Not really all that tired, but it can't hurt to take a short rest. Right here. there's bits of paper in my cup. We're lucky we found these empty seats. Wait, okay, and then you, there we go. Coffee here just has the normal quality, you know? Hey! Ah, dear me. I'm much too old to be living on the AM. Were you okay after being left on your own with Agat? Absolutely fine. He was very courteous and mindful of my needs. He even made sure I planned our daily routes as not to wear me down too much. I haven't any complaints of Agat at all. Oh! He's no Cassius, of course, but I am still grateful to him. I mean, shows Agat's quality. Hey, Tita! Estelle, Joshua! Wow, Tita, you look so happy. Grandpa promised me we could have ice cream. Well, you know what? Nothing beats ice cream. Ooh, ice cream! Ice cream is good! You bet it is. I asked Agat to come too, but he said he didn't want to. Agat eating ice cream, I'd pay good money to see that. I bet he'd like it if you tried it, though. She definitely has a thing for him. But probably like older brother thing. I hope that's all it is. It's been a long time since we've had a story this juicy. The bracers and the royal guard storming Crowdshell Castle. Sure great for tourism. No wonder the birthday celebration is more packed than ever before. I didn't think the martial arts competition would be used as a cover for a coup. But Colonel Richard did seem very content with his position as it was. How's everyone? Dorothy! I was shocked when I heard Colonel Richard tried to stage a coup d'etat. I'm just glad it was stopped before it actually got started. I don't know. It was pretty much already done. Like, we just happened to hit right at the heart of the problem. That's all thanks to the Royal Guard and the bracers. Yeah, it's Estelle and Joshua. You know, Neil was telling me something interesting. He said his story's going to win the Pulitzer Prize. The what now? Don't you mean the Shh! Well, you want to get sued? The Pulitzer Prize is the annual award presented to the very best examples of journalism, literature, and music. This is super fourth wall breaking. What the heck? There's no higher honor for any reporter. Oh, well, good for you then, I guess. It's actually all thanks to you two. You're my whole story. Oh, I need to go check. I need to go to Marcus. I hope I don't forget, but we need to see if there's another edition of the paper we can get. I'll have to cover the ice cream shop that people are lining up to eat at. In the Eastern Bloc, I bet business is booming again today. Neil's let me have it this time. I'll have to have him teach me how it always manages to get such a great scoop. Our special editing covering Colonel Richard's coup d'etat has generated a whole lot of buzz. It's already outsold our Mayor Dalmore and Colonel Richard editions combined twice over. It was such a huge incident, everyone felt they had to write about it, and we're totally swimming in mail. Joshua, still, great job. Our special coup edition has been flying off the stands. There's a ton of buzz right now. It's about your little stunt. Sorry I couldn't get you guys in frame for it. The guild made me withhold your names. Biggest scoop of my career, you guys. You did real good. It's probably best that we don't get super popularized. I mean, we're just starting out our careers anyway. Sweet. Okay, that's pretty much everything here. We'll go to the cathedral, go thank everyone there, because, like, honestly, without the church, we really, we would have been hamstrung from the beginning. Once things calm down, I'm sending my husband out to go look for a job again. Why would that famous army guy stage a coup like that? I wish he'd gotten the whole city involved in it. Wish he hadn't. I said he had, but I meant to say he hadn't. Incredible. Even the regular neighborhoods here are posh. So this is Gransell Cathedral. This is Gransell Cathedral. How much of a bet? Maybe I'll go say some prayers today. I think I'm gonna have some fun here. Long live the Queen. Why am I still here? Oh, hey! Estelle, Joshua, how goes it? Hey, Julia! Fancy meeting you here. The Archbishop was kind to me when I took asylum here. I wanted to thank him and keep him up to date in the current situation as well. Ah, okay, that makes sense. And I wanted to thank the both of you too. You're the reason we were able to save Her Majesty the Princess. If you hadn't been there, well, at any rate, you have our sincerest gratitude.
don't thank us. It was a group effort. Give a little, get a little, you know? Besides, we wanted to rescue Her Majesty just as much as you did. So it's a win-win. Her Majesty's safe, everybody's happy.
I suppose that's true. But thank you, nonetheless.
Aww. After all that's happened, I'm so glad the town's gone back to its former peace.
May all of Audios be praised. Such a joy to see so many smiling faces. May they all be blessed. Oh, no, can't go in there. Probably just not, it never opens, but... It's so nice. It's so nice not being on, like, freaking out, like, the whole time. Because, like, Gradsel was always been nail-biting because of the way it got introduced to us. Hard and honest work all I could to lead down the right path. Common saying in our modern post-revolutionary orbal society, no? How fascinating that the wisdom of Zemuria has taken on such a form and survived all these years. All we can do is watch over you and pray. We cannot involve ourselves in your struggles beyond that.
What are you talking about?
It is interesting. It's like he's talking to somebody else. It's probably just a prayer. I'm so grateful the birthday celebration is a success. Please for the Audios in her protective embrace. Alright. Well, that's about all I think we need to do here in this district. So I think we're gonna ready to head over to the East District. The music is so nice. It feels good.
This is my first time visiting the capital. The roads are so wide.
Hey, don't wander off. I'm worried my daughter will get lost in all this craziness.
This year the airships are a mess, so we missed the competition altogether. I heard it was because Colonel Richard's coup. I like the guy too. Sucks when someone turns out to be a backstabber.
Oh, agreed. Agreed.
Apparently the department store is holding a big sale on the Queen's birthday celebration. All the best brands and fashions are on sale, but only for a limited time. Are you serious? We gotta get over there.
It sure is calm, considering the coup d'etat was not long ago. So is the Calvard's embassy. I'd love to see the inside of it. I wonder, can I? I swear, more people turn out for the festivals every year. It's crazy. Crowds like this, I really keep an eye out for mischief makers and shake the fun loving out of them. Let me in! Alright, let's go see. Everything looks like they're having so much fun, the Queen's birthday celebration. Well, sure is busy out here. Doesn't look like I'll get that nap I've been wanting. May as well just hang out instead. Feel ya, brother.
The Queen's imprisoned and the Princess kidnapped. Couldn't care about the ends. The means Colonel Richards used are disgusting.
I agree. It was pretty bad what he did.
Hey! Annalise! Hey, why so serious? It's just, this is the first time I've had a chance to work with you like this. But you two really do a nice job of covering one another, if you know what I mean. Well, we're around each other all the time, so we've gotten pretty used to each other's styles, I guess. Hello, anybody home up there? Read between the lines, you doofus. Yeah, I guess I gotta come out and say it.
Annalise leaned in close and whispers into Estelle's ear.
I think you two make a cute couple. What? Don't be embarrassed, it's plain to see with the way you two look at each other. I'm jealous. I mean, I'd kill for a cute boyfriend like him.
Something wrong, ladies? I love how Estelle is like the last to even know, and like she's like she's like, why does everyone keep saying this?
Yeah, I usually don't shop in places like this. Scheherazade and Annalise wouldn't stop going on and on about it though, so I had to check it out. Well, hello there. What you doing, Shara? Shopping with colleagues. Been long overdue for a nice shopping trip after all. I don't get much of a chance these days. When I was little, I remember you used to take us shopping all the time. It was fun. That's right. When your dad was gone, the three of us used to go out all the time. You know, once we get back to Roland, let's say we do a little shopping together for old time's sake. I can buy you an outfit as a congratulatory gift. Really? I'd love to. It's a date then.
Now let me see. Shop? Well, don't need any of that. Praise the goddess. The queen is safe and able to celebrate her birthday properly. Thank goodness for that. Let's see. Bye. Liberl News Special. Yes. All right, let's do it. Probably our last reading of the entire game. We go to books and special. Breaking story: Coup d'etat thwarted. And I got Worldly Reader. Read every issue of the Liberl News. Thank you guys. I wouldn't have known that it was a good idea to do if you hadn't mentioned it. I got an achievement for it. Yesterday at noon, a group comprised mostly of bracers and members of the Royal Guard stormed the Grancel Castle. After rescuing Her Majesty, who had been placed under house arrest by the Intelligence Division, said group suppressed the Special Operations Unit, the Division, thereby liberating the Royal Castle. ID Commanding Officer Colonel Richard, as well as other high-ranking officials were placed under arrest and charged with attempting to incite a coup d'etat. This issue, I intend to make full accounting of the hidden truth behind this string of incidents. Message to the readers, as I'm sure many of you are out there dumbfounded by the headings printed in this issue. Up until now, this magazine has withheld publishing information concerning major events which surrounded the occupation of the Royal Castle, placement of Her Majesty under house arrest, and other such circumstances pertinent to the endeavor to uncover the Intelligence Division's dark conspiracy. The Liberl News sincerely apologizes for the abrupt coverage, and in addition, asks that the reader understand our decision in this matter. Editor-in-Chief. Yeah. Like, the argument being that when you're doing, like, such, like, dangerous, like, reporting, you have to keep things under wraps until you have proof and the story. Because if you come out with partial information, you'll just draw a target on yourself. And if you can't back it up with proper sources or with actual facts, then it's just going to be hearsay and it won't do any good. Alan Richard's plan. The young founder of the Intelligence Division behind his humble facade, there lurked a calculating schemer enacting a carefully planned coup d'etat. Richard's plan all began through the utilization of the Intelligence Division as a personal recruitment tool to amass a group of senior military officials mired in corruption and illicit affairs. These actions allowed Richard to hold the heart of the Royal Army within the palm of his hand, for a time at least. General Morgan and other such incorruptible figures of importance, on the other hand, were forcibly bound, imprisoned, or otherwise restrained from interfering. Terrorist incident resolved. In sum, the soldiers in blue uniforms were the perfect imitative deception in which to frame the Royal Guard. The goal of the incident itself was to secure certain test equipment and abduct Professor Russell, the leading specialist in orbal research, but the background surrounding this event is still under investigation by the Bracers Guild. Royal Princess held hostage. After getting control over a large majority of the army, Richard finally set his coup d'etat plan into motion, placing Her Majesty's nephew, Duke Dunnan von Oslies on the throne in her stead. Richard assumed control over the royal family from the shadows. His plan was to press Her Majesty to abdicate the throne by taking Her Highness Princess Claudia hostage. But the Royal Guard, led by First Lieutenant Schwarz, saw right through the machinations. A fierce battle ensued between the Special Operations Unit and the Royal Guard over Her Highness. The princess, however, being outnumbered, the Royal Guard's stand ended in defeat. The Princess Claudia was taken captive. Following the incident, members of the Royal Guard were branded as terrorists, and the unit was driven underground. With nothing standing in Richard's way, the success of his coup d'etat was only a matter of time. Unlikely heroes make an appearance. Amidst the chaos, an unheralded ray of light shone down upon the scene. A certain few individuals infiltrated the castle and slipped past security to the Special Operations Unit. Moreover, they succeeded in meeting with Her Majesty the Queen, who was under house arrest at the time. I have refrained from writing these individuals' names in deference to the Bracers Guild's request, but suffice it to say the Guild itself, which had been in the dark due to regulations sanctioned by the Intelligence Division, was for the first time able to grasp the direness of the situation thanks to information acquired by these nameless heroes. After being appraised of the chain of events, the Bracers Guild would become a central force of opposition to the Intelligence Division. Liberation of the Queen. The Bracers Guild rendezvoused with the estranged Royal Guard and set about liberating the Arab royal villa through the joint operation carried out under the veil of night, and beginning with Her Highness Princess Claudia, succeeded in rescuing the hostages. Then yesterday, using the tolling noon bell of a Grancel Cathedral as a cue, the rescue team primarily made up of bracers and members of the Royal Guard pressed forward to the plan to storm the castle at a three-pronged attack from the air, land, and underground. As rangers of the Royal Army under the command of the Intelligence Division fell upon the liberating group, a deadly battle with the Special Operations Unit erupted within the halls of Grancel Castle and even spread to the lower levels. The struggle finally came to an end when the safe rescue of Her Majesty Queen Alicia. At roughly the same time, a unit of Royal Army that had come within sight of the castle ceased its advance after being persuaded to lay down arms by General Morgan, who had escaped from captivity and rushed to the royal city. The coup d'etat's plan, which had been crafted by Richard and the Intelligence Division, had been without a doubt thwarted at the narrow brink of no return. the face of this nameless paramilitary unit. As is evident from the information presented in the article, the ambitions of the Intelligence Division were not shattered by the strength of a lone hero, but by the combined courage of a host of unnamed individuals who in the end wielded the strength necessary to bring down the curtain on this intricate scheme. It has also been rumored that a number of civilians stood shoulder to shoulder with the ranks of the Royal Guard and bracers in this endeavor. During this final struggle, the forces gathered together on the Liberator's side were in fact put in a situation which many would agree was insufficient in terms of strength and combat this foe. However, it was courage of these civilians that compensated for this deficiency. As a reporter caught up in the mix, I was also one of those individuals who found themselves being borne up by this incredible energy. Among those who gave me the strength to carry on were 2 junior bracers in particular, to whom I owe a special debt of gratitude, for without them, penning these articles would have been an impossibility. As we come to the end of these tumultuous events, I am once again overcome with feelings of reverence and thankfulness. The 2 individuals of whom I have spoken are scheduled to be awarded with the long-awaited status of the Bracers Guild at any moment. Please forgive my use of the following spaces for personal messages in consideration for the heroes who saved the Liberl Kingdom. My heartiest congratulations to the both of you, and if you ever are in the mood for curry, it's on me. Society, Royal Guard reinstated. The Royal Guard, which has been branded as terrorists and forced underground, has had its honor restored. The Army Strategic Operations Headquarters also decided today that the Royal Guard will be officially reinstated, and it is expected that First Lieutenant Schwarz and all her fellow officers will be returning to their former unit. Society, General Morgan promoted. The coup d'etat plan was carried out by a division of the military that should have served as a protective shield to the public. The Royal Army itself, unable to forestall this serious incident despite the threat it posed to the nation, will reinforce its primary objective on restructuring and reorganizing in order to prevent such future tragedies. To head that movement, the Royal Assembly has already proposed the leadership be awarded to General Morgan. The Royal Army has shown signs that it will comply with these demands, and General Morgan is expected to accede, to the office of Commander of Strategic Operations. In addition, it was announced that a former Colonel Cassius Bright, who acted as the General's right hand during the 100 Days War, will be making a return, this time as an adjunct to the commander. The former colonel had, after the war, resigned from his post and transferred his considerable talents to the Bracers Guild. Society, Mystery, and Tetracycle Towers. Yesterday afternoon, numerous reports came in from all over the kingdom to witness a mysterious light. They said that the beams of light shone from the tops of the Tetracycle Towers. We are presently awaiting the investigation into the matter, as no further details are known at this time. Yeah, that's what I thought. So the towers are probably not active. So I wonder, if I were to hazard a guess, that's going to be a major plot point of the next book series. Because remember, the Black Orb didn't seem to do what the Colonel thought it did, but it seemed to release and activate those towers. And we have an insight into the motivation behind this plan, and even the brainwashing likely stems from Lawrence, the second lieutenant, and his fellows from the whatever that mercenary band from the Empire was. So I still think that they might be Imperial agents who are infiltrating. So they activate the towers. Maybe they're going to try and take something from the towers, gather power or gather special powerful artifacts there that have now been reactivated as part of a defense mechanism. So yeah, I imagine that's going to be the focal point of the next game. But yeah, here we go. Sweet. Okay, anyone else to talk to?
Now, what should I do about lunch today? Housewives never get a day off even during the birthday celebration.
Oh, it's Philip! Ah, hello again. Please forgive my lack of decorum. Though my actions yesterday have caused His Grace much trouble.
On the subject, did you know where we might find Duke Danan?
His Grace has sequestered himself and considers the claims made by the Queen. He is spending his days at the Arab Royal Villa, isolated with his thoughts.
Oh, is he now?
Then what brings you here, Philip? Well, I've been sent here on an errand to buy donuts for His Grace, you see.
Oh, I see. I get the feeling he's not being completely honest about that.
Yeah, he's pretty clearly here for his own donuts, but whatever floats his airship.
Keep forgetting Nat's date and to order some teapots from the Republic next time he has a chance. Tea goods have gotten really popular with the womenfolk lately, and I think they totally love it.
Alright, pretty much done here. My grandson begged me to take him to the department store.
I'm gonna get a toy airship. This is my first time visiting the capital. Roads are so wide. Oh yeah, wait, okay, so we backtracked a bit. This is going in the direction we were heading. I want to go to the museum. Where's that? See, this is where I think we're supposed to end everything. Makes me kind of nervous dancing around like this in front of the Erebonian embassy. It's an intimidating place. Leave it to the Queen's birthday celebration to bring out all the crazies, weirdos, and heroes. And this is still just a small fraction of the people we find in the Empire's capital city. Crazy, isn't it? Just can't imagine so many people milling about every single day. How a city like that even function? Sis, give me a piggyback. I think you're big enough to walk by yourself. But whatever. The reception's over, so I'm gonna look around the city.
Never too old to learn more about the world around you, you know? So, this is the famous Museum of History, eh? Birthday celebration first, then museum time. Now, there's always time for museum time.
Now, where did Professor Alba get off to? I had a question for him about a special study course.
Oh, yeah. He might be gone already because those towers activated.
Sure is lively outside.
After I finish my work, I might get out there for a bit lively myself. Oh, no. I just had a thought. I like the professor. Oh, no. Sorry, my throat's going out. But here's the thing. He was studying and visiting all the towers, right? Doing it kind of secretively. And he travels around a lot. What if he's from the Empire too? What if he's involved in whatever that Lawrence's job is? And he was maybe getting the sites ready for when the tower's activated. That'd be terrifying and sad because I like him. I don't want him to be a bad guy. But he almost was too nice. It's got me wondering. Oh, nope, not that one. I already read that. Imagine my surprise when I found myself stuck in Bose and no way home. A lot of things happened in my absence, but the museum is thankfully still intact. I really was hoping to run into the professor. I hope I'm wrong about that. I want that to be a crazy crackpot theory. But it does look like he's gone, unfortunately. Okay, well. You heard about the coup d'etat. It's pretty serious, but the Royal Guard and Bracers put a stop to it. Can't help wondering about the Royal Army, though. I think that's everything. Oh, this is the castle. We already were here. I don't think I visited the docks for the airships. I should try there. Oh, nope. No shit. Okay. Well, then, I think that's pretty much it. Oh, Bracers Guild. Duh! I'm saving it for last. Why didn't I think of it? We gotta go to the Bracers Guild. Oh, and then, and this store too. Ah, no. Any jobs? No requests, of course.
Well, for this is Estelle and Joshua. We don't have any new assignments today. You two may feel free to go and enjoy your date. Who said it was a date? We are so not dating yet.
Yet?
At all. I mean, at all.
Royal Army will be out in force during the festivities, but other bracers should be around as well. Check the bars, shops, and inns. You're sure to find them. Oh, the inn. I should go there. I didn't go there. I didn't think anyone would be in there, but any named areas I should go visit. So to the inn, and then I do think we're about ready to be done. Like, I'm sure there's a lot more to cover still, so I have no doubt that the episode's not over, but like, the free roaming part will probably be over. Oh, hello. Oh, yes!
Estelle, Joshua, Jill, long time no see. I heard about your adventure from Chloe. Chloe, sounds like you guys have been busy. Groovy night, Julius, indeed.
Hey, Joshua. Hans, what brings you here? What brings me here? What brings me here of all the time? That's the first question out of your mouth? Do you know how lonely my nights have been? Do you? Never forget you, Joshua. You came running all this way to the capital to see you, but where's my princess outfit? Still the same as ever, I see. Darn straight. Look at you, you've been through a lot, but you've seen full of energy as ever, thankfully. Next time you're in Rouen, be sure to stop by the school, okay? A wink.
Estelle, Joshua. Oh, Chloe, there you are. Yeah, I heard that Jill and Hans were here, so I sneaked out of the castle and came to see them. You sure do know how to act unprincessy. But of course. And I wanted to thank you too. You've been nothing but helpful at every turn. Us? Nah, it's totally all you. We learned a whole bunch just from being around you. You taught us all about kindness, courtesy, the strength of spirit, all that other junk. Not that it's actual junk. I'm so bad at this. What I'm trying to say is that what friends do, so believe me, there's no thanks necessary. Estelle, I'm so glad to see you again.
Aww. Oh, nice to see you. It's been a long time. Jill and Hans came to the capital to school of representatives. Only the birthday celebration could match the excitement of the martial arts competition. We've got more foreign visitors than we've ever had before. Seems like it's gonna get pretty busy around here. Oh, here's the ice cream place.
Wow, look at the size of this crowd.
It's because it's so warm out today. Anyone selling ice cream sure make a ton of mira.
Huh, you know, look at all this kind of makes you want to eat everything they've got. Which reminds me, I made you a promise.
What promise?
When we were dressed up, as maids in the castle, you were all sulky and pouty. And I said I'd buy you some ice cream.
Why do you remember the most trivial things? Things I wish you would forget? As I recall, I also made you a promise the rest of in that rest area.
Oh, yeah, I guess you did. Why don't we wait for the day to settle down a little bit first?
Huh?
Anyway, we can talk about this some more. Let's go to the rest area behind the stores. And then I'll buy you some ice cream. Okay?
Okay. Can I try and buy ice cream now, though? Yep, nope, definitely not.
The line sure is taking sweet time. Hey, you're cutting in line. I don't know. Rumors might be rumors, but still sounds good to me. I wonder what it's like to live in the castle. Princess Claudia looks so beautiful today. I wish I could be her.
No, I don't know.
Working from home means, like, ironically enough, I can't spend time with my kid. But she seems to understand. It's not like I can make time if the need arises. I gotta catch a flight on the next Cecilia. Off duty, of course. The only way to fly. I don't know, I have enough work today. I didn't have enough work today. So I got to play with my kid and meet some lovely new people. Which is sad, though, as I keep thinking about work. I figured this would be a much-needed break, but I just can't get away from it.
Ain't that the truth of life? Depressingly.
This ice cream is the best. Mint chocolate is my favorite.
Well, good. Less for me, then, because I don't like it.
Mommy says she'd buy me some ice cream if I would leave her alone to talk some more.
Yep, that's parenting 101. Grouch something else.
It's a lot hotter today than it's been. Ice cold refresher time. May as well pick up a few of the latest fish while coming this way, you know.
All right, time to hit that department store. Dun, 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 dun. All right, here we go. Here we go. Okay, we finally made it to the rest area. You look pretty tired. Want to sit down and take a break for a little bit? Stop and rest. Time to clear the throat a bit.
Whew, walking all over the place like that could really take it out of you.
Gotta get off our feet for a minute then. For the moment at least. Grancel seems like it's genuinely at peace.
You really think so? I'm just glad we can leave it up to Dad and everyone else, at least for today. Of course, I really think it should be his responsibility to begin with, since he showed up so late.
Yeah, I suppose so. Maybe it's just part of his nature.
Oh well, it's not like we can do anything about it. But check us out, we're actually full of racers now.
Which means we're not beholden to any specific branch and go wherever we want. Anytime a branch is short-handed and requests help, we can just take an airliner to get there. But our newfound freedom will also mean greater responsibilities.
Sure, but I think we'll be able to handle it. I mean, hey, we actually played a major part in stopping a coup. And it means we'll never have to hear Dad go on and on about his worries about him when you're not being around to keep an eye on me.
Yeah, I think his days of saying you are at an end. You really showed him what you can do. Still, I think I'd like to stay with you from now on.
Huh?
Oh, would I just get on your nerves?
No, nothing like that. But what do you mean by stay with me?
Just that we know each other so well. We can always practically read each other's minds, except in some things. I think we make a good team. I'd hate to break it up.
Oh, you mean like for bracer business? And here I was thinking you were gonna tell me your big confession or something.
What?
Ah! Nothing! Forget I said anything!
Estelle, what was that all?
Boy, it's so hot out today, huh? And there's nothing to be hot weather like ice cream, huh? My treat, just like I promised. You wait right here.
Oh. I don't think there's an ice cream stand over that way. Wonder if she... Nah, there's no way. My, but I envy your youth sometimes. Is this gonna be Lawrence? Oh, no, it's the professor. I'm suddenly foreboding again. Remember how I said just a minute ago how like, oh, would it be sucky if he was actually working with the Empire and was actually part of the group the whole time? Professor Alba.
It's been a long time since we last met, hasn't it? So much has happened lately, but things are finally settling down again. People truly thrive the most in peaceful times. Oh, is something the matter? You look a bit pale. I would have thought you'd generally be in better spirits now that you've attained senior bracer status. Speaking of which, I truly must congratulate you on your success. As long as, of course, I'm not being too forward in doing so.
Ever since we first met, you always made me really uncomfortable. I'm a little more used to you now, but I still get the shakes a little bit whenever you look at me.
Oh.
And in the cases we've dealt with, there have been people who have just forgotten things. You're always there, investigating, no matter where we've gone. Your timing almost a little too good. Uh-oh. No, he's the one who did the brainwashing? Oh, no! What really clued me in was Kurt's reaction. He lost his memories, too. He said he wasn't feeling so well when he was in the stands. And you were right there with him. Professor Alba, was it you?
Haha. Impressive. Even with your cognizance and recollections being perpetuated, you were still able to piece it all together.
Oh no, was Joshua also a sleeper agent?
Indeed, it was I. Allow me to clear away your confusion.
Oh no, that looks terrifying. Oh, fetch me.
Huh. You're... Ha. So you finally remember me, do you? When your heart was in tatters, it was I who rebuilt it, who restored it. It was I who poured the soul back into that empty vessel.
You have the power to twist the minds and memories of men. The server, snake apostles, the anguis, you're one of them. Weissman of Faceless.
Ha! I've not heard that name pass your lips in ages. Enforcer, number 8.
No, 13.
Number 13. The Black Fang, Joshua Astray.
You... Oh, Black Fang is his ability, his strike too. You were behind all of this. Which means that Lieutenant Lawrence has to be...
It is as you surmise. I was kind enough not to erase your memories of him. I'm not surprised you were able to make the connection so quickly. I'm sure he'd be pleased to know that you were thinking of him.
So, you're here to finish me off.
No, nothing of the sort. The first phase of our plan went off without a hitch. Since I have a moment to spare, I simply thought I'd come see you.
First phase? The seal in the old ruins.
The gate which blocks the path to the ring. Wrenching it open was but the first step of many. And already there exists no means of closing it again.
I knew this wouldn't be the end of it. What the hell is the Shining Ring? And what is your little society after?
If you really wish to know, why don't you rejoin? I'm certain you'd be able to return to active duty in no time. You needn't look so glum, we can get you back into fighting form. Please spare me your withering looks. I do understand you have family now, whom you regard as important. You greatly admire your father, to say nothing of the girl you so adore. Even with him on our side, throwing those gifts away would be the actions of an idiot. And so I've come here to see you. I came to offer true freedom from our association, and thanks to an integral role you've perfectly played. Which means that I must congratulate you, Joshua. You are already a free man. I am most grateful for the work you've done over the past 5 years.
What?
Oh, don't be so boring. I was expecting a bit more cheer out of you hearing such news. Perhaps there's a flaw in the design of your emotions.
I've been helping you? What kind of bullcrap are you expecting me to swallow?
Oh, pardon me. I completely forgot to tell you. I never intended you to be an assassin, rather a spy.
What?
The society abandoned you. We played on the pities of the noble-hearted man, and it worked. You were given a loving home. And while you were there, our contacts would check in on you from time to time, and you'd tell them everything. We were particularly interested in your reports on the movements of the Bracers Guild, as well as your intel on one Cassius Bright.
Oh, crap.
But of course, you wouldn't remember having done such things as that. You were not yourself at the time.
Oh, no, Josh, no!
Cassius Bright, as rank Bracer. He was the foremost impediment to the success of this plan. We felt certain he would be quick to act in order to stop any coup d'etat that should occur. But through a detailed analysis of his behavioral patterns, we finally devised a plan that would lead him out of the country and out of our way. The intel you've unknowingly been feeding us has been most useful indeed. No. And so, I must thank you again. The past 5 years have been of inestimable help.
No, you're lying! You've been lying!
All that time I spent with Estelle. Why are you so sad? Has your feigned ignorance have earned you a beloved family as well as a happy home? If you're saying nothing, I will never know. However, it is sort of thing you might weigh heavily on a fellow, since your fellow members of Bright Household are such good people. Perhaps a little too good for a monster such as yourself. However much you may model your behavior after the normal, decent person, you are no such thing. You must surely have noticed your ability to reason through and execute a solution to the problem, no matter the circumstances. Your physical strength, reflexes, better than an entire squadron of normal soldiers. You are my greatest creation, my human weapon, that is who and what you truly are, the Black Fang. You have no place in the lives of normal people. You'll never be happy in their presence again. You can't be. When it becomes too much for you, you are always welcome to return to the Grandmaster Society of Souls. Back to Ouroboros.
And he just walks off. He just walks off after destroying a man. Like a kid. Joshua, please. It's not what you think.
Is this my punishment? My sister and Loa? What do I do?
Oh, Estelle.
I don't know how to face him after all that, but I kept him waiting for way too long. It's getting late, too. I'm such an idiot. I need to learn to think before I open my mouth. Wonder if Joshua's figured me out. Gotta cool down. Feel like I'm stuck in a perma blush mode. Ah, Estelle. I thought you might find you around here somewhere.
Hi, Professor Alba. Fancy seeing you here.
Indeed. I was actually just speaking with Joshua. Congratulations on your promotion to senior bracer status. Thanks. Huh? Is something wrong? I don't know. Something just seems different about you. What got you looking so cheerful? Okay, you've got me. To tell the truth, I've made several major advances in my archaeological research. You might say it's put me in a good mood. Hey, that's awesome! Oh, sorry. The ice cream's gonna melt. I gotta get going. I'll see you later.
For...
I see. Cassius Bright's daughter. I think she's going to be quite a lot of fun.
Oh, no.
Hey, sorry it took so long. It was super crowded there, but we've returned with a valuable loot.
Cool, thanks. Now we can eat like kings.
Yeah. So about earlier.
Yeah, I want to apologize for that. I didn't mean to be so vague. I just wanted to it just wasn't an appropriate time for confessions, you know?
Oh, sure. I didn't really mind so much.
Well, when I give it some more thought, it seems kind of silly to try and rush things. We may be senior braces now, but that just means that we have different work to focus on. We might have to really consider our future prospects.
Right. we get married, we'll have to think about raising children.
Oh, go fetch me, Estelle. Yeah.
I gotta stop getting that far ahead of myself.
Well, it's evening already, so why don't we eat our ice cream on the way back? Everyone's probably waiting for us.
Hey, Joshua?
What is it? Did you have something you wanted to discuss about the future?
No, what would give you that idea? Come on, let's get back to the castle.
No! Estelle, please! Please, you need to tell him. I don't think this is gonna go well if you don't tell him. I'm really scared of what he's gonna do. Oh no.
What's wrong, Estelle? You've been completely on edge for a while now. Something on your mind?
Yeah. Hey, Shara? Did you think Joshua was acting weird at dinner?
If anyone was acting weird, I'd say it was you. He was as calm as he ever is.
Well, yeah, but...
Aha. I see. I get it now.
Get what?
You can't keep secrets from me. I had a feeling about it, but I was wondering if you'd ever admit it to yourself. You're kind of falling for Joshua, aren't you?
You can tell?
It's pretty obvious, sorry, hun. But I'm guessing you haven't told him anything about this?
No. Joshua's always picking on me, telling me what dope I am. Not that I should be criticizing anyone, I guess.
Ah, you're so naive. It's a wonder how you've lasted this long. You need to learn to look a little deeper. Big sister really about to be your education in love, Estelle.
I'm never asking you for advice again.
I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. I don't mean to tease. But you guys set out just when puberty was about to hit. It's only logical you'd start picking up on feelings for each other.
Oh, you think so? Traveling together just seems like such a pretty petty reason for that kind of thing. I guess I've gotten a little more self-aware since we started all this.
And that's wrong. Traveling together, especially through danger, is the best way to make a relationship bloom.
This isn't like me at all.
You're a proverbial flower that refuses to bloom. Every girl feels that way.
Sarah?
I don't want to lecture you or talk about this with you when you're not ready. But if you are, then what say we have ourselves some girl talk, Would it help if I told you your fortune?
Yeah, okay. I promise I'll listen to whatever you have to say.
Okay. Alright, time for your lesson, my protege. Oh, Estelle, big sister moves to tears.
On second thought, never mind. But thank you, I do feel a lot better. I'm gonna go see Joshua for a bit.
Oh, you're going to tell him?
Not about that. There really does seem to be something weird going on with him. I want to see what that's about first.
Aww. Well, you do seem to know him better than anyone else. I'm sure everything will turn out just fine between you two. Maybe you can even just have a nice, calm discussion with him and be open about what's on your mind.
I don't think I'm quite ready for that. Quite that ready yet? Okay, I'll see you later.
Oh, Estelle, please, no.
Young love. They'll probably be fine.
I don't like this. It's really leading into the, it's not gonna be fine.
Huh? They're not here. Oh yeah, Dad's still in the meeting, I think. But where's Joshua?
Ah.
Joshua? He's out playing somewhere then.
There's only one place he could be. Just gotta get upstairs. Nope. It's not like it's directional. I can't really tell if I'm getting closer or not. There he is. Hey, Estelle. Nice night, isn't it?
Yeah. Here's that song again. The whereabouts of light.
I've lost a lot. But this song and this harmonica have always been there with me. I've been thinking about why I play it. Maybe it's a habit I should quit. I think I want to tell you.
what I was doing before I met you.
Joshua. Okay.
This may take a while. Do you mind?
Not at all. I'll listen to whatever you have to say.
Thank you. Once upon a time, there lived a little boy all by himself. He was a timid sort, relying on the kindness of others without a single redeeming trait. But he had people he cared about with him, so he was happy. But one day, something happened that broke his heart. He forgot how to speak, to feel, even to eat. All he could do was play his harmonica. No matter how hard his caretaker tried, nothing helped his heart to mend, and he grew weaker by the day. One day, a wandering magician appeared before the boy. "I will heal the boy's heart for you," he said. "Provided, of course, I am compensated." And so the boy was given over to the magician's care. Oh no. The magician. That's the professor. And the caretaker, how much you want to bet that was Lawrence? How much you want to bet that's Joshua's, like, older brother? And Joshua was turned over to try and help him. And in return, he was turned into a monster. As he attempted to piece the broken heart back together, the magician found that he could shape the boy's existence into anything he wished. And so the boy's new heart became that of a murderer. For 2 years, the boy killed every single day. Under cover of night, he murdered dozens of soldiers. He slit the throat of a national cabinet minister who was under heavily armed guard. Sometimes he used explosives, which maimed and killed innocent bystanders. At some point, he became regarded as something more than a mere killer. He was known as the Black Fang, and a name that struck fear in the hearts of men. Boy, this took a dark turn real quick. Then one day, the magician gave the boy an assassination order. His target was a hero, and had protected his queen and nation from a threat of invading northern country. He was a bracer who held a special rank shared only by 3 others in the entire land. But the target was too strong. He defeated the boy with the ease of a tiger swatting at a playful cub. At that moment, some of the magician's servants showed up. Since the boy's face had been seen, he was now a loose end to be tied up. But someone came to his aid and drove the attackers away. It was, of course, the man had come to kill. And so the boy was taken to the man's home where he met a young girl. Fetch me. He lived there for 5 years, always feeling like he was lost in some wonderful dream. In the real world, he'd never be allowed to have such dreams. So if he's 16 now, and that was a 5-year gap, that means he was like a full-fledged assassination machine at 11. 11 years old. And it was 2 years of that. So he was 9 when he started that. But all dreams must end at some point. The time was drawing near when reality could not be avoided no longer. And that's the end of my story. Thank you for being patient with me and listening. Yeah, Estelle, I agree. Just, what?
Is that all real?
Every syllable. My heart is broken. My hands will always be stained with blood. I failed in the assassination of your father. I've been betraying you for a long time now. The boy can't be saved from real purpose. His presence alone seems to bring disaster and misery. He's just tainted. But the boy set out on a journey, in hopes that he might keep his misfortunes from the ones he holds dear. He will find and stop the foul magician who created the life he has led. What? That's the last remnant of my human heart. I won't be needing it anymore. Is that his Bracers Guild badge? But I want you to take it. It's hardly an adequate way to say thank you for the last 5 years. Yet I can't think of anything better.
Stop it!
What?
Said stop it! Stop talking about this like it's a dream! You make it sound like nothing ever happened but was ever real for you. What difference does the past make? Your heart's broken? What does that even mean?
Estelle.
Look at me. Look into my eyes. They've always seen that boy. In good times and bad. No matter how much the boy was hurting, I always saw how hard he was keeping holding on. Joshua, I love you.
Oh, I've never seen sadder tears in my life.
You can't just leave me on my own. My feelings won't just go away when you do. I won't let you.
Estelle. Holy crap.
Huh? Oh. Joshua. What was that? It's so bitter.
No. Joshua, no. You. And look at his eyes. Fetch me. No. It's just a fast-acting sedative. Don't worry. No side effects.
Oh. Why? Why did you?
My Estelle, you shine like the sun. My time with you was the happiest and the most painful I've ever known. Just the brightest light against the darkest shadow. If you stayed with me, you'd find out just how disgusting my true nature is. Sometimes I think it would have been better if we'd never met.
No.
But this time is different. I'm grateful you came to see me. I hate that I have to run from the girl who's so important to me, but it's all I can do. But I want you to know I'll always be thinking of you.
Joshua.
Thank you for everything. You had me from the first moment I met you. I've always loved you. Goodbye, Estelle. Fetch me. Fetch me. You suck, Josh! Legend of Heroes. That's the stupidest ending ever! Oh my gosh! Oh, that's so dumb! You can't do that! That's not fair! What the fetch, Josh? That's not nice. Estelle. It's so good, but so sad. Holy crap. Fetch me, though. Look at that. That's insane. And these pictures, I'm just like I'm taking in just like the panorama of like events that they transpired. Oh, look at Cher. She looks so young. Holy crap. Estelle. She's so expressive. It's great. God, and remember all this like the references to this stuff they made way back when, and it's like seeing it portrayed as pictures is really cool. And like they're getting noticeably like older slowly, which is really cool. Dang, holy crap! You can't end things there. That's stupid. It's not stupid. It's actually really, really, really cool, but also really horrible. Also, super thank you to everyone who like worked on this. Holy crap. The harmonica. Okay, that's what it was that he handed to her. And this is like a vocal version of that song, which is really pretty. I'm amazed she has a smile on her face. I'd be bawling my eyes out. Kinda am, in a weird way. Like, not like weeping, but good grief, that sucked. You did not even an after credit thing? That's gosh darn it. Please, there be something a little extra. Alright, after saving clear data, you may load it from the task screen and begin a second playthrough with various statistics carried over. I mean, sure, save clear data. I'm not gonna do that, but I might as well. Okay. Is this gonna go to the ice screen? Oh no. The skies show no mercy. They see and engulf all. And the gears of fate continue to turn. Legend of Heroes, Trails in the Sky. Beautiful. The second chapter. Oh, that's what SC is, this second chapter. Leaving his harmonica with Estelle, Joshua vanishes into the fading light. Estelle sets out on a new journey to bring him home. But the faint tolling of a distant bell and the towers, the black orb, indicates the dawn of a new era. Ooh, the time of conspiracy and calamity. More trials await the men and women of Liberl Kingdom. And it looks like tanks? New journeys. Special characters. Peculiar artifacts. One epic adventure. Reaching, grasping for that familiar melody. Oh my gosh, look at that thing! Holy crap! That's terrifying. Pointing out the trials of destiny once more. Plotting out the destiny. Yeah, that's definitely a tank. God, that music. Legend of Heroes, Trails in the Sky. Clever then to put that. I wonder if the original release they had that trailer there, like already primed and ready for the second game to come out. Gosh darn it, man. Okay. So, having seen that, and seeing what's going on with that horrifically crazy ending, I think I have a better idea of what I'm going to do. I still want to hear your thoughts before I make any promises, but I think I've made a bit of more... I'm much closer to a decision of what I want to do next. Yeah, so... Still want to hear your thoughts, but... I'm suddenly leaning in a direction I didn't expect to be leaning, so... Fetch me, right? Fetch me. Oh, gosh. I can't believe they ended like that. That was... What sucked is like right at the end I started kind of seeing it come together. Like it was dropping these tiny little hints where I was like, wait a minute, and then Joshua put the pieces together at the end, and I was just like, oh no, gosh darn it. I can't believe it's one of the things that makes visual novels so powerful too. Is like you can take such simplified artwork of like their heads or even just their little chibis, and with tiny little adjustments. You can make so much emotion and just horror. Like Joshua's eyes at the end there was just like, it made my stomach drop. And just like the tiny tear tracks for Estelle's like little chibi character, when she confessed, was so crazy. Holy crap. Oh yeah, beautiful, fantastic, phenomenal. game. It's amazing to me because, so like, I tried playing Kingdom Hearts. I tried playing a few Final Fantasies growing up. Never really stuck with them. Like I never finished them. I didn't have the means to finish them for whatever reason. And Trails in the Sky, you came out around the time of the Legend of Zeldas and Final Fantasies and everything. Like this was all from back then, easily. You know, I think this one came out in 2004, right? Yeah, 2004. Originally. So, you know, like I was definitely of age and playing games at the time, but like I never ever heard of the game. Like if I did, it never stuck with me. And like the series has become so big, and then like is still getting new games today, like along similar path lines at least. Like at least Legend of Heroes, I think, is like has different like stories, but they're all kind of interconnected universe wise. And yeah, like they're still making new ones and stuff. I can't believe I never even heard of this series before. And actually was, I think one of the first patrons who sent me an art book for this series to be like, you need to play this game. Don't look at the art book because it has spoilers in it, but you need to play this game. And I was like, you know what? All right. With such a roaring, like, what's the word for it? Promotion, recommendation, shining recommendation. I was like, you know what? I'll put it on my high priority list because at the time I was just deciding I had enough time and means to incorporate 5 videos, and I didn't want to just do visual novels anymore. I love visual novels; they're always going to be a huge part of my channel. But there's other good stories to explore, and like started with Persona 5 Royal. That was like the test run, which definitely was rocky at first, but now I figured it out what I wanted to do, and now we're doing it. And so like we're here. What a great series to find. Holy cow. Like, what's shocking to me is that I don't find a lot of people talking about this series. Not nearly as many as I find talking about other prolific, like, well-known series. Like, but it's so good. Like, it's so good. It's disgusting how good it is, actually, and how much it drew me in. The world building and everything was just so well done, so fantastic. It makes me want to, like, visit this world more often, and I can't wait to learn more about it and see where it goes. And the freaking tanks, like, where are those coming from? Orbal tanks sound horrifying, but still really cool. So yeah, we're gonna definitely be visiting these worlds for a long time to come now. So I hope you all enjoyed that as much as I did. I loved it. I'm sad it's over, but like at the same time, it was such a journey and it was worth every step. Even if it got really challenging at times, even if there was a grinding, like unintended grinding. I do like the way it definitely discouraged like hardcore grinding, because that can always be a big like slowdown on a series. But the fact that it paces itself so well is just phenomenal. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to learn more about this world, and just again flabbergasted that it took you guys to even introduce it to me. It's right up my alley. It's something I should have been a fan of since I was like a teenager. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I certainly did. Next week we'll do what I call a rap party. I don't know if you've seen one of those on my channel, but essentially what I do is I kind of go through like my impressions of the series as a whole, kind of gather my thoughts, and I just kind of do a brief summary of the entire plot line. For visual novels, it's often where I talk about other routes I didn't cover on my live playthrough, but I still find it a worthy capstone to a series where I can just go and just talk about stuff. It also gives you an opportunity to talk in my Discord or in the comment section of this video about certain things you want me to cover. I also do these live, so I do them at like a broadcast at like the same day, so it'll be Thursday next week at 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I'll post it. And so if you happen to see me live and you come over, you can talk to me in the chat live and ask me direct questions, and like I can answer things like right off the rip based on what you want to know or what I thought about certain things, making sure I don't forget. I've even had on times past really enthusiastic people who guest appear through Discord and talk with me live about it, but you know that's pretty special case. I don't expect people to do that very often, but it's a good opportunity to like continue sharing your love. But again, just make sure no spoilers for future into the future titles, because while it might take a while, I think at this point I'm 100% invested in just seeing these through, at least through like the main ones. I could see like if modern, like kind of like modern Star Wars, where like a series can have such a good start and it could take a dip later on. I could see that happening, and maybe it wouldn't be as priority anymore, but I doubt it. With such a foundation of this and the fact they're still making games in this like line, I mean, it seems like it's going strong still, so I'm sure I'll love it. Anyway, enough about that. Thank you so much for watching. I know this is a very long video because most of it's not getting cut at all. As a matter of fact, I'd be surprised if I cut like anything out of this video, so thank you for being here. Thank you for watching and sticking with it. Look forward to next week, a wrap party, and where I'll make the final official decision on what I'm going to do. I'm pretty much at my decision point, but I still want to hear insights and thoughts from the community before I like nail it down. So that'll be like the end of the live stream, is I'll officially announce what I'll be doing the following Thursday. So stick around. Thank you so much for being here. Hope you enjoyed yourselves, and until next video watching me, I'll see you next. I'll see you there.